But what I would suggest to you is if you broaden out the conversation and you talk about mining and its importance in Ontario and in Canada, think about head offices of all of those businesses that you described that have left, that used accounting firms, legal firms, and other types of support firms, and the jobs that were created in those related industries. The actual trickle-on economic effect is way larger than the straight number of jobs for one of those head offices. So I do think that we've been very short-sighted in Canada when we've thought about, it's difficult because, you don't want to block something when you don't have a good alternative yourself. I think this is more systemic and at the roots of how we're governed, whether or not from a top level down, the importance is there from the mindset of the politicians.
Yeah, Sean, I was going to ask you about that too, because, I remember when Vale bought Inco, and suddenly head office is now no longer in Sudbury or Toronto, it's in Brazil.
Yeah.
So we lost something there. Why wasn't Inco buying up other mining companies around the world and acting like a big player as opposed to being bought out themselves?
Exactly. Missed opportunity. So we look around at BHP and Rio Tinto, major diversified mining companies, and everybody talking about the need for critical metals. So we miss that opportunity as Canadians. We had everything. We had the ability to raise capital. We're right next to the biggest capital market in the world in the U.S. We had all the skills. We had the history. We missed that opportunity. And it's not just Inco, Falconbridge, Noranda, Alcan, Goldcorp's gone now. And so, yes, we can sort of look back and say, well, we missed it. It's over. No, it's not. So we have to look to the opportunity set that exists now, and that's what we're trying to do, to connect the mine building, community building, nation building, but we've built this company over 6 decades, sort of keeping our head down and not doing a commercial on ourselves. Now we feel a responsibility, given our size and our leadership position, to say, no, mining is good. It does bring benefits. It's not perfect, but no business is perfect. And so we can rebuild. But we have to rebuild with bigger companies working with the junior set, but taking risks. And so we've invested in some new discoveries across the country. We've invested in early stage projects here in Ontario. And it's not just a check we write. We bring our experience to the table, to their board, to say, look, this is how you need to think about it. And so this will benefit the communities. It'll benefit the industry. I agree with the hollowing out in the head office. It's important for big cities to have big companies. It's important for those big companies, particularly in mining, to be able to do things in other parts of the world to get exposure to other metals and other deposits. So we can still do that because we have the basic infrastructure here. But we need the government now more than ever. Agnico doesn't need the government, but the junior sector needs the government. The communities need the government to build, as we said, that social infrastructure to help improve the chances of building long-term sustainable businesses in these communities that are going to benefit young people and create opportunities in those communities.